is Buck Lanford. I'm one of the anchors on A Good Day Atlanta, morning show on Fox 5 here in town, and honored to be here with you guys today for the DeKalb County 2015 Excellence in Customer Service Employee Recognition Program. If you're being recognized today, congratulations to you. A little round of applause for everyone. How about that? When I told my wife I was going to be speaking here today, you know how wives are. They offer advice, right? A lot of times, fellas, you with me? You ever get advice from the wife? So she said, let me give you a little advice. She said, when you're speaking to this group today, don't try to be too witty. Don't try to be too clever. Don't try to be too funny. She said, just be yourself. Thanks, dear. Okay, I'll just be myself today. We'll try to have some fun with the program. We're going to go ahead and get it started. I'm going to, first, I'd like to bring up Miss Benita Ransom. She's the Human Resources and Merit System Director for DeKalb County. Miss Ransom?
All right, good morning, or should I say good afternoon? Let me hear it, good morning or good afternoon. All right, that's better, that's much better. Boy, what can I say? I just love this event. You know, the staff may not like it as much, but I love it because I don't think we recognize our employees enough. And this is certainly one way to acknowledge what they do for DeKalb County. This is the 4th annual Excellence in Customer Service Recognition Program. We've been doing this program in conjunction with National County Government Month with the support of ICEO Lee May and, of course, our Chief Operating Officer. We were able to secure funds to host this program for our employees. There are 62 employees that we are acknowledging today for their noteworthy performance in helping to move DeKalb County forward. The national theme is Counties Moving America Forward. The keys are transportation and infrastructure. So these employees are doing their part in helping DeKalb County move forward. Department heads have acknowledged their dedication and commitment. And if you take a moment and look at your brochure, booklet, you will see that their contributions run the gamut. They have done things from improving policies and procedures to make our operations more efficient, or they have just executed their task in a very timely manner. But the bottom line has been that we must exceed the customer expectations, both our internal and external customers, and these 62 employees have done that. But they're only an example of what other employees are doing at DeKalb. You know, as I was driving in, I said, you know, we take for granted just what our employees do on a daily basis. You know, as you drive in, the traffic lights work, right? They go from green to yellow to red. You know why? Because there are some employees in this room that make that happen. You know, the roads are smooth. You may run across 1 or 2 potholes, but for the most part, you have a smooth ride in. Why? Because DeKalb County employees make that happen. If you live in DeKalb, you turn your faucet on this morning, and you got clean water. You know why? Because DeKalb County employees make sure that we have safe drinking water to cook with, to bathe with, and to drink. If there is a fire or a criminal activity, who comes first? Public safety. They risk their lives to make sure that we're safe and protected. You know, we take these things for granted, but I think it's time now for us to begin to celebrate and to acknowledge and tell the good story about what happens in DeKalb County. So these 62 employees are just a sampling of the great work that our employees continue to do to move DeKalb County forward. And I say that we should always salute them, praise them, and thank them for doing things that are smarter, better, and faster for DeKalb County. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Ransom. I can say this, I grew up in Atlanta, kind of lived all over the metro area, but I worked in Savannah in television when I started my career back in the mid-90s. And when I moved back to Atlanta, in 2008, I moved to DeKalb County and have lived there ever since. And so, proud DeKalb resident myself. So congratulations and thank you for all the work you guys do. Now I want to also let everybody know that our interim CEO, Alime, will be here. He's at another function, so he will be here a little bit later on, and he will address us today as well. But right now, I'd like to bring up the Chief Operating Officer for DeKalb County, Mr. Zach Williams.
Good afternoon, everyone. And once again, I'm honored, and I have the privilege of just saying a few words on behalf of CEO May, who will be joining us later. And what we want to talk a little bit about is customer service. But before I do that, let me make some special acknowledgments. And I have notes on who I want to specially acknowledge. But I see Judge Piegler. Thank you for joining us. Go on and give her a round of applause. Because you never know when one of your kids are going to appear in front of her, so you better be nice. Let's be real. Commissioner Larry Johnson. I saw Commissioner. The solicitor, Sherry Boston. I believe I saw her. Sherry. Are there any other elected officials that joined us? And I saw a couple of Radio 1 personalities. Simon Baby. And Chubb Rock, co-host of The Ride, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 o'clock. Magic 107.5, 97.5. And you never know when you need another career, so I try and be as flexible as possible. But I want to talk a little bit about customer service, and I have the opportunity to introduce a special video. But customer service, it's an often overused to the point where it's cliche in many instances. Let's provide great customer service. Let's do customer service. But I would challenge each and every one of you, and I think you're going to agree with me. If you don't agree already, by the end of today, customer service, it's not just what we do, it's who we are. As public servants, you made a decision a long time ago that I am going to be about service. You chose at a young age that I'm not going to do this, that, or the other because the options were there, and they still are there every day. But you chose that I'm going to dedicate my life to customer service. And I believe that local government, quite frankly, is the noble profession. I believe that what you do day in and day out to make people's lives better matters. And I commend each and every one of you. What I also challenge each and every one of us to do is to make sure that we're defining ourselves. Okay? This is DeKalb County. Okay? Today represents what DeKalb County is, not what other things would portray DeKalb County to be. People always want to create an image in your mind of DeKalb County that's not a positive image. I challenge that, and I say that DeKalb County, when you say DeKalb County, you need to say it with respect. And you need to say it recognizing the hard work that is done day in and day out to provide great customer service. So I'd like to introduce a special video that's going to highlight some of the efforts of some of our special servants. And it's a short video, maybe 3-4 minutes, but it really is going to get to the crux of why what we do really matters. Okay, we can cue the video.
They go above and beyond the call of duty each and every day, working in all weather conditions to repair, protect, and maintain DeKalb County's more than 2,000 miles of roadway.
We just have good people that work here. They care about each other. And I see it every day in the way they treat their co-workers, and I see it in the way they treat the citizens when they're going out trying to do a good job.
That reality was cemented during the early morning hours of December 10th as roads and drainage employee Rodney Kamen was driving along his usual route to work along Durham Park Road near the Indian Creek MARTA station when he noticed two large figures in the street and a utility vehicle pulled over on one of the very roads he works to maintain. As he's done so many times before, Kamen pulled over to offer assistance.
So I was going to help him get it up at the road. and he said that he think he hit 2 kids.
To Camen's horror, the 2 figures in the road were the mangled bodies of the same mother and son he'd witnessed walking to the school bus stop every morning.
It kind of hurt real bad because my grandson, he ride the same school bus, and my grandson know him. So I kind of had a hard time with my grandson, and it hurt me too because I see these people every morning. It's like they never miss a day that she walking him for him to go to school. So it kind of hurted a whole lot, a whole lot.
As Camen radioed dispatch for help, utilizing years of training and experience in roadway safety, his colleague, Harvey Carter, approached while on his way to work. He also pulled over to assist.
But they had to keep the traffic moving and keep the traffic back up off of the victims that was hit at that time. And at that time, I remember some of the training that I had, which was in first aid that the county gives us about once every year.
As passersby continued on their way, these 2 roads and drainage employees called in to notify their supervisor of their inevitable delay into the office and stayed with the severely wounded victims in the road, mother and child, laying approximately 15 feet apart, both fighting for their lives.
And at that time, I assured the lady that help was on her way, and I tried to talk to her and keep her comfortable and keep her safe, where she would know that, it was going to be all over in a little while.
Operating as a team, both roads employees found themselves administering critical doses of compassion to comfort the victims who were both going in and out of consciousness. Harvey kneeling by the mother, Camen by her son.
He was out there, and then he started to come to, and his body was kind of messed up a little bit, and he started to cry when he came to, and I just tried to comfort him as much as possible.
She was somewhat conscious, but she wasn't talking. I was doing more talking to her, just in line of comforting her, but she was moving and everything, and she continued to move until help got there, and they did what they had to do, and they took her pulse. And when they took her pulse, and they said 1 or 2 words, and then they brought the bag out, and I knew it was all over then.
First responders arrived to the scene quickly. The child, an 11-year-old Dunair Elementary School student, was whisked away to Eggleston Children's Hospital to begin several months of intense physical therapy. His mother, 37-year-old Samsung Nehar, succumbed to her injuries there at the scene. In this extreme act of humanity, Harvey literally was there to comfort her as she took her final breath.
That's the first time I ever saw death. Actually see somebody just watch somebody until they pass out. That's my first time. That's why I said it had such an impact on me. I never seen that.
Tragedy on the road this morning in DeKalb County. Take a look. A mother was killed.
A backpack, shoes, and other items lay in the middle of Durham Park Road as DeKalb police investigate the crash that killed a mother and seriously injured her 11-year-old son while both crossed the street.
As coverage of the tragedy spread across local newscasts, both employees, equally devastated, also remained equally dedicated to deliver on their service to DeKalb. Remarkably, they both left the accident site and reported to work, both serving full shifts that day.
A lot of times we say that roads and drainage are the other first responders, and I think of the firemen and the thing that they do. They run toward fires. And the roads and drainage employees, they run toward everything. I mean, when there's an accident in the street, they run toward the people in need. And that's what Mr. Carter and Mr. Cameron did in this instance. Cars were going around the accident, trying to get to work or going on their way. And those 2 employees stopped traffic. They stopped at the accident, and they tried to give aid and comfort to the 2 victims.
Nearly 5 months later, a makeshift memorial still marks the accident site.
And I was able to comfort her in those last few moments. Every time I drive by, I think about it. There's a photo picture in my hand about the morning that it happened.
Part of service is finding opportunities and taking opportunities to help your fellow man. And one of the biggest fears I think that we all have is dying alone. And in this instance, 2 of our finest made sure that this unfortunate mother didn't have to die alone.
For the love that you have for others, because if you have that love for someone that you don't know, that same type of love you can translate into your day-to-day job, and you can't help but act in excellence. And so I'm thankful to have both Harvey and Rodney as DeKalb County employees. Thank you for your sacrifice. This is more than just customer service. This is about a love for people and a love for our county.
Action, dedication, service, all in a day's work for employees of DeKalb County government, including these two committed men who took the time to pull over to help their fellow man. And that is the type of commitment and service offered by DeKalb County government's more than 7,000 employees.
There's some good fellows that work in our department, and if they would have seen what happened, they would have went into action the same way I did.
Wow, very powerful. I was going to say at the end of that video, hey, let's give a round of applause for Harvey and Rodney, but you guys totally beat me to the punch. Well done, gentlemen. Congratulations on a job well done and being recognized for it. And you certainly helped change some people's lives that day. All right, I want to introduce our person that's made a career out of being involved in the community, Senior Vice President and Community Development Manager for Wells Fargo in Atlanta. She's responsible for the company's community lending, service, and investment strategies, and she spends a lot of time relating to and getting to know the people in the community. She's a member of several community outreach programs, such as the Atlanta chapter of the Links Incorporated and the Scott Hawkins Leadership Institute. Everyone, if you have a fork in one hand, you don't have to clap, but if you don't, put your hands together and welcome today's keynote speaker, Ms. Candy Moore.
Mr. Lanford, thank you for that warm introduction, and good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with you today as you celebrate customer service excellence. What a terrific audience. And I tell you, after that video, I just want to say personally that I am thankful and grateful for your support. So once again, let's give everyone a big round of applause. Thanks for being here today, and a big thanks to Tammy Mays. I know she's somewhere floating around in the back. Thank you for inviting me to speak. I'm Candy Moore, Senior Vice President of Community Development for Wells Fargo for the Southeast, and I cover Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee, and I'm happy to call Atlanta home. But before I spend a couple of minutes with you today, I would like to recognize the following. Interim CEO, Mr. Lee May. Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Zach Williams. Ovi Brantley, Chief Legal Officer. Commissioner Larry Johnson, he's in the back. Vanita Ransom, HR and Merit Systems Director. Solicitor General Sherry Boston. I think we do have a representative from the Clerk of Superior Court with us today. Hi, thank you for coming. As well as representatives from the District Attorney's Office. Hi. And of course, Reverend Darrell Roberts with Mount Welcome Missionary Baptist Church. as well as the chaplain with Concerned Black Clergy, which we do a lot of work with, so good seeing you as well. So once again, I applaud your commitment to excellence in customer service and for recognizing those folks in the past year who have done it exceptionally well. To those being recognized today, I say congratulations, savor the experience, it is well earned. And also another moment from the video, I heard a lot of references to how you should act in excellence. Act in excellence. And how you run towards the scene to help your fellow men and women. I'm so thankful for your love, your dedication, and once again, your service. Wells Fargo is proud to partner with DeKalb County. We enjoy a wonderful banking relationship, and thank you. And we've been long working together to strengthen the lives and improve the communities throughout DeKalb County. Once again, I want to thank you for your partnership. It's one that we value, and it's one that we definitely respect. Today, I'd like to speak with you about exceptional customer service, what it looks like, feels like, and examples of when it's done well. I'll also share background about Wells Fargo and our journey to exceptional customer service. And also remember, we're not perfect either. I'll start by sharing Wells Fargo's take on customer service. It's reflected in our vision and values, which is not some stale, dated document that I lug around like a ton of bricks. It's actually something that our team members keep in a binder or even in our briefcases or our purses as a living, breathing document. Our vision and values is a document that is a set of principles that we live by every day. Our vision is we want to satisfy all of our customers' financial needs and help them succeed financially. The vision statement was written about 20 years ago, and though we didn't know it at that time, and I know some of you guys have your smartphones, it actually is only 88 characters, which means it's short enough to tweet. And so our vision has nothing to do with transactions, pushing products, or getting bigger for the sake of bigness. It's about building lifelong relationships, one customer at a time. In preparing for today's presentation, a common theme emerged for me. It's about long-term versus short-term relationships. It's about being relationship-driven versus something being transactional. Those organizations that embrace this idea and execute it well are the ones that are successful, and they're recognized for exceptional customer service. At Wells Fargo, we know that excellent customer service is a two-way street. We make it happen through valued partnerships, like the one we have with DeKalb County. And this leads me back to a comment I shared earlier, how exceptional customer service really makes you feel. We've all had that feeling, right? When someone makes the ordinary extraordinary, right? We're left feeling even better from that experience, right? Maya Angelou said it well. People will forget what you said, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I have to tell you though, looking out at all of these beautiful faces today, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get an amen? Amen. You all know what positive customer service feels like, and you deliver it every day. And you're being recognized today for your efforts. Someone, sometime in the past, far wiser than me, made this observation. Relationships are like bank accounts, a series of deposits and withdrawals. I know the one I want, the deposits, right? When we provide a positive customer service experience, we're making deposits in the relationship bank. When we fail to deliver a positive experience, we make a withdrawal in that relationship, like a financial bank account. The more deposits we make, the healthier the account will be. We appreciate the opportunity to be a part of the fabric of DeKalb. We are grateful to contribute as much as we can to your county's success, to partner with organizations here to make a great place even better, even better. And so I want to once again thank you for inviting me here. I hope that I can come back next year and the year after that, because I've truly enjoyed myself this morning. The relationships, the collaboration, the respect that you have for each other and what you do has saved so many lives. And I can't say thank you enough for what you do for DeKalb as well as for your communities and your families. So congratulations. I want to once again thank you for all that you do. And it's been a pleasure being here today. It's going to be hard for me to leave, but it's been a pleasure being with you today. So bravo. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Moore. Now, kind of the moment a lot of us have been waiting for. I know at least 62 of us have been waiting for. We're going to recognize and award our honorees for superior customer service and for helping to make the county a wonderful place. It says to live, work, and play, but I'm going to say to live, play, and work. How about that? We'll just change the order just a little bit. When I call your name, I'm going to ask you to come forward with your department head or their designee to accept your award. Interim CEO Lee May is here. We're going to hear from him in just a minute, but he's going to help us pass out the awards, as well as HR and Merit System Director, Mrs. Benita Ransom. So if you want to make your way over to the awards table, whoever the first name I call has to be the guinea pig in these, because it doesn't matter what I say, we'll do it right here. It's going to happen however it's going to happen. So we're going to do it however, no pressure, but you're going to kind of set the stage for how this program's going to go. So we're going to begin with, from the administrative group from finance, our guinea pig this morning, Mrs. Janice Summerore, accounting technician senior. Mrs. Summerore is dedicated to almost 26 years to DeKalb County, processing over 42,000 checks and 85,000 invoices each year. She's always provided excellent customer service with an upbeat attitude. Despite that heavy workload, she's always willing to jump in and assist wherever needed. And notice how this is where you're going to come for your picture, everybody. You see how it's going to work now? I'm going to try not to photobomb it in the back. Here we go. All right, Miss Janice Summerore. From Human Resources, Janet Essex, Human Resources Generalist. In the past 2 years that Miss Essex has been with the county, she's continued to be a team player, assisting her co-workers when needed. In the fall of 2014, she conducted study sessions. I think I'm just going to have to photobomb. I don't think there's any option. For those preparing to sit for the PHR, SPHR national exam, her dedication to the field of human resources and the team members has earned her sincere appreciation. That's Miss Janet Essex. From Information Technology, Cynthia Moran, Program Analyst. Ms. Moran is a customer service-oriented individual who's always willing to go above and beyond to satisfy the needs of the departments and agencies that she supports. She's demonstrated her knowledge and skill set when she single-handedly assisted fire rescue when their mandated EPCR application stopped working. She recreated the report along with an interface that would allow fire rescue enter information. Her due diligence on this project is just one of her shining characteristics that make her an asset to the department. Ms. Cynthia Moran. Don't forget that. From purchasing and contracting, Judy Moore, procurement technician. Ms. Moore has only been with the county for a short time and has managed to impress the department, exhibiting her willingness to go the extra mile to get the job done. Despite her heavy workload, she regularly takes on extra responsibilities that are outside of her normal scope of work. Her extraordinary service and team spirit are invaluable. Ms. Judy Moore. Now, from the court system, from Clerk of Superior Court, Darrell Young, Civil Docket Clerk. Mr. Young has proudly served DeKalb County and the clerk for almost 7 years. During his time with the department, he's proven that he is dependable and extremely detail-oriented. The level of accuracy he possesses while performing his daily tasks have a significant positive impact on the department. His quality of work has had such an impact that one judge noted that Mr. Young should never be moved, as it would leave a great void in the courtroom. Mr. Darrell Young, Civil Docket Clerk. From the District Attorney, Lola Hall, Senior Legal Secretary. Oh wait, we got one more. I guess I'm in this one. There's no way around it. I smiled too. There you go. All right, from the District Attorney's Office, Lola Hall, Senior Legal Secretary. Ms. Hall is a soft-spoken employee, but her work is truly explosive. She provides a high level of quality service. Her customer service skills are outstanding, and the department is truly lucky to have a 1 in a million employee, Ms. Lola Hall, Senior Legal Secretary. Now this is a cool name. From Juvenile Court, Righteous Chester Jr., Juvenile Program Administrator. Mr. Chester is Mr. Chester. Righteous is a dependable employee who can always be counted on. He's often worked 2 or more jobs to ensure business on the court is taken care of. When Juvenile Court's Judge Crawford was short-staffed, Righteous volunteered to assist in addition to performing his regular duties. His willingness to take on additional tasks and positive attitude are qualities that help make the department strong. Mr. Righteous Chester Jr. From Recorder's Court, Kimberly Phelps, Administrative Coordinator. In the short time that Ms. Phelps has been with the department, she has distinguished herself as a very knowledgeable and competent person. Her ability to grasp concepts quickly and put them into action are perfect examples of what we look for in an employee. Always professional in her demeanor and in her appearance, she greets everyone with a friendly smile. Let's see that friendly smile. There it is. There it is. Let's hear it for Kimberly Phelps, Administrative Coordinator. All right, from the Solicitor General's Office, Cassandra Muzan. Oh man, I had 50-50 shot, didn't I? I tried. Ms. Muzan has dedicated more than 10 years of excellent service to DeKalb County. As a legal office coordinator, she serves at the epitome of excellent customer service. Her tireless efforts to support the staff allow the office to effectively serve the citizens. She works tirelessly to ensure all 80 members of the office have what they need to perform their job functions. Always friendly with a positive attitude, the department is more than grateful to have such an amazing employee, Cassandra Muzan. All right, now we go to the development group, and this is from Cooperative Extension Service, Linwood Blackman, County Extension Agent. Over the past 7 years with the county, Ms. Blackman has consistently demonstrated a true passion for, it says Miss, but I'm going to go with Mr. Passion for what he does. He handles every customer with patience and care and is not satisfied until his customers have received all the information they're looking for. He takes his time and provides detailed responses to citizens' inquiries. His love for the job is evident, and Extension Service is lucky to have such a dedicated employee, Mr. Linwood Blackman. From Human and Community Development, Paula Andrews, Administrative Coordinator. As the Administrative Coordinator, Ms. Andrews comes into contact with many internal customers. She treats all she comes into contact with a polite and friendly smile. She takes initiative to implement ideas that will make the department operate more effectively. Her ability to build and maintain relationships with stakeholders is impressive and has rendered her praise from her customers. Paula Andrews. All right, from Planning and Sustainability, Sandra Weaver, Building and Fire Plans Inspector. Ms. Weaver has been with the department for only 15 months, and in that short time, she's proven to be an asset to both the department and the county. She performs exceptionally well with a high degree of professionalism. Because of her extensive knowledge of the job, she represents the department at several meetings and is considered the department's go-to person. Her approachable demeanor and friendly presence earn her countless compliments from the staff, applicants, and other members of the public. Sandra Weaver. From Voter Registration and Elections, Latasha Howard, Elections Coordinator. Since 2009, Ms. Howard has consistently provided exceptional customer service. She's often praised for her ability to adapt to any situation and make a difficult job seem easy. Exercising a teamwork approach, she worked diligently with others and was instrumental in creating a training curriculum for all poll workers. Her positive attitude and flexibility are invaluable to her customer department and the county. Latasha Howard. From Workforce Development, Deontrice Blake, Employment Training Analyst. Ms. Blake can always be counted on to provide service with a smile. Her ability to build and maintain relationships is amazing, so much so that she was able to form a partnership with DeKalb Medical Center for one of Workforce Development's projects. Her tireless efforts to support the department are invaluable. She possesses the quality of an outstanding employee that anyone would like to have. Deontrice Blake. Moving ahead to the infrastructure group from DeKalb Peachtree Airport, Eddie Green III, Custodian Senior. Mr. Green is an ideal employee who represents the county's customer service standards well. He's always willing to assist when needed and has been a key factor in helping the airport meet mission requirements. Very detail-oriented and meticulous, he pays extreme attention to factors that ensure employee and customer safety. Mr. Green is the caliber employee needed to improve the overall quality of service provided by the county. Eddie Green III. From Facilities Management, Todd Smith, Facilities Maintenance Coordinator. Mr. Smith has been employed with the county for more than 13 years. In this time, he's exhibited great leadership skills and an outstanding work ethic. During the recent snowstorm, knowing that county offices were closed, he made his usual 55-mile commute to work just to make sure the parking lots and decks were salted and safe for employees when they returned to work. His commitment to the county and ensuring employee safety is priceless. Todd Smith, Facilities Maintenance Coordinator. From Fleet Maintenance, Chandra Turner, Accounting Supervisor. No harm, no harm. Everybody look over here. Look at, what is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, I don't know, it's gone now. Look again. Ms. Turner is an exemplary employee who continually goes out of her way to assist both internal and external customers, possessing true team player qualities. She always makes herself available to lend a hand to assist others. Apparently she's a good sport as well. She has a great deal of impact on the department where she has served as the lead on projects. Ms. Turner is an outstanding employee who is passionate about her work and demonstrates the highest level of exceptional customer service, and we'll get that fixed. Chandra Turner. All right, moving right along. Geographic Information Systems, Deronda Owens, Administrative Assistant. Ms. Owens began her career with DeKalb County, be careful, in 2009. Since she joined the GIS team, she has had a remarkable impact, bringing more than 20 years of government experience to the table. As the primary point of contact in the department, she's responsible for several functions, including lending her creative skills and being the architect behind the well-designed GIS newsletter, also referred to as the department's resident psychologist because of her ability to patiently listen and calmly communicate with coworkers. She might want to talk to Chandra about that Brogan Award after this. Miss Deronda Owens. All right, from the library, Frances Dodson, librarian. Serving the county for more than 9 years, Ms. Dodson has demonstrated a wealth of knowledge as well as a true passion for what she does. She's proven that she can handle any task placed in front of her. During her tenure, she has successfully developed and implemented programs to benefit library patrons. Most notably, she provided a quality creative program for youth at the Hairston Crossing Library that led to more than a 70% increase for the vacation reading program. Impressive. Her coworkers know that Fran is the kind of staff person that any branch would want, but we're glad we got her. Frances Dodson. From Public Works, Amber Weaver, project manager. Ms. Weaver has been an outstanding employee since she began with the county in 2005. Over the last several years, she has been at the forefront of DeKalb County's environmental sustainability efforts. She's created several policies, including alternative work schedules, sustainable landscaping, and energy efficiency and conservation. That's just to name a few. Her passion for creating a safe and healthy environment is noteworthy and deserving of recognition. Amber Weaver. From Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs, Portia Perry, Recreation Center Leader. Ms. Perry is known for having a friendly smile and providing excellent customer service to all citizens, center visitors, and coworkers. She's always willing to go the extra mile to accommodate her center team members because she has such a positive and kind spirit. She was nominated by her peers to serve as a member of the department's leadership team. Her pleasant and professional demeanor is infectious throughout the department. Portia Perry. From Roads and Drainage, and I've already heard of these two guys. We'll start with Rodney Cameron, Crew Supervisor. For more than 26 years, Mr. Cameron has dedicated his time to providing excellent customer service to the citizens of DeKalb County. One instance in particular was when the video we saw, he witnessed a pedestrian accident and immediately went into action, stopping his vehicle, putting on the emergency flashing lights to block oncoming traffic. With the assistance of his co-worker, Harvey Carter, rendered aid and comfort to the victims until emergency crews arrived. Unfortunately, as we saw, the mother did pass away, but Mr. Cameron and Mr. Carter remained until the scene was cleared. And this type of selfless act is one that cannot be taught, but is a natural characteristic of a kind-hearted person, Mr. Rodney Cameron. Harvey Carter, General Foreman. Mr. Carter is an employee who is known to put others before himself. On more than one occasion, he has helped victims of traffic accidents. At the time of these incidents, he's assisted by staying with the victims until first responders arrive. Notably, he assisted Mr. Cameron in rendering aid to the victims of that unfortunate fatal accident. His selflessness and caring acts provide inspiration to all he comes in contact with. Mr. Harvey Carter. From sanitation, Sonia Davis, accountant. In the nearly 7 years that Ms. Davis has been with the county, she has consistently delivered extraordinary customer service and excellent work products. Her extensive knowledge in all areas assists the department in functioning more effectively. She possesses excellent communication, listening, and interpersonal skills. She is a trusted employee who takes initiative and delivers the highest level of service. Sonia Davis. Cecil Harris, crew worker senior. Mr. Harris has only worked for the county just a short time. However, in that time, he's proven to be a valuable asset to the processing division. He goes above and beyond to ensure job duties are carried out correctly and in a timely manner. He impresses management by exhibiting a strong work ethic. Mr. Harris has a can-do, will-do attitude that is invaluable. Cecil Harris. James Latner, sanitation inspector. Mr. Latner's 12 years with the county, and he has consistently demonstrated a commitment to protecting citizens from code violations and environmental hazards. Last year, he worked tirelessly to uncover a dump site that contained over 25,000 illegally dumped tires. He worked diligently to ensure the tires were properly disposed of, and this is the type of dedication that makes him an asset to the department and to the county. James Latner. Centurious Ross, Senior Customer Service Representative. Mr. Ross has only worked for the county for a little more than 1 year. In that short time, he's impressed the citizens that he serves by providing outstanding customer service. He goes above and beyond the call of duty and is always willing to assist others. He's extremely committed and has already earned his commercial driver's license. His outstanding work ethic, professionalism, and overall team spirit are incomparable. Centurious Ross. Dexter Safford, sanitation field supervisor. Mr. Safford has been with the department for more than 11 years. As the supervisors of the North District, he has a true team player mentality. His energetic spirit and motivating attitude resonates with his employees. It's evident that he enjoys his job and puts in every effort to make his employees' job easier. Dexter Safford. Anthony Shannon, field supervisor. Mr. Shannon began his career with DeKalb County more than 25 years ago as a refuse collector. Through his hard work and determination, he promoted several times and is now a supervisor. He possesses exceptional leadership skills, easy for me to say, and is never afraid to get down in the trenches with his employees and always leads by example. His team player attitude and willingness to do what's necessary to get the job done is certainly worthy of recognition. Anthony Shannon. Greg Smith Jr., landfill equipment operator. In Mr. Smith's 14 years with the county, he's risen through the ranks from crew worker to landfill equipment operator, displaying his eagerness to learn and excel. He quickly earned his CDL and learned to operate and maintain all heavy equipment. His determination and drive has had a positive impact on the processing division, making him an invaluable employee. Greg Smith Jr. From transportation, Curtis Watkins, design specialist. Mr. Watkins has spent more than 22 years working in DeKalb County, gaining institutional knowledge that has assisted him in performing his job duties. He demonstrates the wherewithal to assist on any project. He has a friendly presence and is willing to assist and share his information as situations arise. An employee of his caliber is hard to find and is truly an asset to the department. Curtis Watkins. From Watershed Management, Jamelia Briggs, chemist. For more than 4 years, Ms. Briggs has been tasked with ensuring the safety of DeKalb County's drinking water. Despite having such a crucial position, she always makes herself available to help improve the department as well as assist with the personal and professional development of her coworkers. She is also credited with implementing morale-boosting efforts to keep her coworkers motivated. Her diligence and consistent, energetic spirit serves as an inspiration to all. Jamelia Briggs. Denise Edwards, GIS specialist. As a GIS specialist, Ms. Edwards plays a critical role in assisting the citizens in connecting to the water sewer service. She takes great pride in assisting her customers in addressing their needs, delivering individualized care to each customer, and providing clear and concise responses. It garners her a considerable amount of praise from those she interacts with. Denise Edwards. Frederick Jones, WQC foreman. During the 23 years that Mr. Jones has worked for the county, he has continually demonstrated his eagerness to learn and to do what it takes to increase the success of the Pole Bridge Water Process Control Facility. He has proven his desire to learn by obtaining his Class 1 Water Quality Control license, which is higher than the Class 2 license required to hold this position. His enthusiasm and passion for the job has made him instrumental in the efficient operations of the plant. Frederick Jones. Susan Kelly, Administrative Assistant. Ms. Kelly began her career with DeKalb County as an office assistant in 2010. Her hard work and outstanding customer service skills have allowed her to quickly excel in her department to her current position. Often coming in early, leaving late, or working through lunch, she has proven she is dedicated to the job and will do whatever's necessary to ensure business is taken care of. Susan Kelly. Rock Magpok, Water Quality Control Electrical Specialist. For more than 10 years, Mr. Magpok has provided DeKalb County with his expert knowledge. He's demonstrated a clear understanding for what needs to be done and possesses a jump in and fix it attitude. Mr. Magpok has been very instrumental in reducing the department's spill rate and ensure equipment is working properly and processes are properly followed. Rock Magpok. Constantino York, stock worker. Affectionately referred to as Tino, Mr. York has quickly distinguished himself as a fast learner with a strong work ethic. He's taken the initiative to learn every aspect of the construction and maintenance warehouse, demonstrating a true team spirit and willingness to do more. He has proven to be an asset to the department. Tino York. All right, now we move to the legal group from Child Advocacy, Erica McClam, Chief Investigator. Ms. McClam is a core part of the Child Advocacy Center and the fight against child maltreatment. Responsible for overseeing more than 1,500 cases involving abused and neglected children, she takes great pride in preparing case investigations to ensure attorneys have the necessary information to protect the legal interest of the children. Her passion and drive for what she does is immeasurable and make her an outstanding representative of the department. Erica McClam. From the Law Department, Bennett Bryan, Assistant County Attorney. Mr. Bryan is a newcomer to the county, but has managed to make a lasting impression on the department. He's quickly become a go-to guy to appear in court for temporary restraining orders. This means that he has to appear in court with very little notice to prepare. Only a person who excels and loves what they do could accomplish such a task. Bennett Bryan. From the Office of the Chief Operating Officer, from DCTV, Mikkel Blackwell. The Audio-Visual Production Coordinator. Mr. Blackwell is a person who takes great pride in the duties he performs. He often volunteers to stay late, come in on the weekends, and stay on call to repair technical issues and ensure the needs of DCTV are met. His commitment to DCTV and to DeKalb County is a shining example of the extraordinary customer service that he provides. Mikkel Blackwell. All right, to public safety we go, and from Fire Rescue Services, Ernestine Carmack, Administrative Assistant. Ms. Carmack, known to her department as Tina, has humbly served DeKalb County for 11 years, performing duties as the Chief of Staff for Fire Rescue. She has successfully instituted new procedures to ensure efficient operations. Well respected for her knowledge and productivity, Tina is a great asset to the department and an absolute pleasure to work with. Ernestine Carmack, Tina. Jesse Cole, firefighter. Mr. Cole's been with the county 18 months, and in this short time frame, he's become an essential part of the fire rescue team. He performs his duties with excellence and goes above and beyond to deliver extraordinary customer service to both internal and external customers. He consistently demonstrates a willingness to assist his colleagues and the residents in the Boulder Crest community, most notably working hand in hand with other members of Fire Station 10 to help needy families in the community enjoy the 2014 holiday season. His efforts directly contribute to creating an organizational culture of superior service. That's Jesse Cole. Daryl Nichols, fire apparatus operator. Okay. Daryl is not here today, was not able to make it today, but let's give him a round of applause anyway. Lester Reese, fire medic. Fire medic Reese is a 17-year veteran of the department and has received numerous awards and commendations, including the 2014 Cardiac Save Award. As a highly trained medic, he's often called upon for his vast medical expertise and training acumen. He's always willing to assist others and has been an invaluable asset to many of his coworkers, helping them progress confidently through the ranks of the DeKalb County Fire Rescue. Lester Reese. Daryl Singleton, firefighter. During the 9 years Mr. Singleton has been with the fire rescue, he continuously goes above and beyond the call of duty to protect and serve the residents of DeKalb County each year. And he and Firehouse 10 organized the Holiday Outreach Day to provide meals and support to needy families in the Boulder Crest community. His kind-hearted and genuine desire to help others is invaluable. Daryl Singleton. Kenneth Smar cannot be with us today either, but Fire Captain Kenneth Smar, how about a round of applause for him as well? All right, from the medical examiner's office, Callistus Dyke, custodian senior. Mr. Dyke is the only custodian in the medical examiner's office. This is seemingly a big job for just one person. He tackles it, though, with pride and determination. When the facility's appearance began to fail, he single-handedly cleaned and restored the floors, carpets, walls, rooms, vents, and sidewalks. His desire to make the office aesthetically pleasing is a valuable asset to the department. I'm lucky to have an employee such as Callistus Dyke. From Police Services, Daryl Bohannon, Master Police Officer. All right, Mr. Bohannon could not be here with us today, but how about another round of applause for him? Dyke Brown, Master Police Officer. With over 20 years on the police force and a 9-year veteran of the police motor unit, Officer Brown has never forgotten the importance of maintaining excellent relationships with the citizens and business owners of the county. Because he has such a great presence in the community, he has been invited to several local events, such as the Farrington Elementary Parade and Brownsville Elementary's Career Day. His is the type of office that the citizens are lucky to have patrolling their streets. Dyke Brown, Master Police Officer. Lauren Bryan, Emergency 911 Operator. Ms. Bryant's only been with the county a little over a year, and in that short time, she's provided exceptional customer service and demonstrated her ability to learn and apply concepts quickly. Being a E911 operator can be highly stressful at times, but she has managed to score 100% on her customer satisfaction surveys, as well as maintain a perfect attendance record. She garnering her the Exceptional Attendance Award for 2014, Lauren Bryan. Shaka Freelon, Emergency 911 Operator Senior. Ms. Freelon is committed to providing excellent service to the citizens of DeKalb County and the field units she assists. Late last year, she answered a call from a citizen reporting a suspicious person and vehicle in the neighborhood. Operator Freeland obtained all necessary information and dispatched units. When police arrived, a 30-minute foot chase ensued, and Operator Freeland was able to keep the citizen on the phone and provide the units with updates on the suspicious person's whereabouts. With her guidance and ability to provide thorough information, the police apprehended 5 subjects. Shaka Freeland. Adam Harlow, Master Police Officer. Initially employed with the county as an EMT, Officer Harlow pursued his passion and joined the police force. During his tenure as an officer, he's received several accolades, including Officer of the Month. His commendations are a result of his ability to continue to draw on his experience as an EMT, demonstrated when he responded to a shots fired call. After searching for the victim and hearing a faint voice sigh, "Help me," he kicked down the door and found the victim with multiple gunshot wounds. He immediately went into action, grabbing his trauma bag and treated the victim for his injuries until an ambulance arrived. His quick action and extensive knowledge assisted in saving the wounded citizen's life. Adam Harlow. Kevin Hurst, Animal Control Supervisor. Mr. Hurst has gained a wealth of knowledge in the 20 years with the county. He is a nationally certified cruelty investigator and is also nationally recognized as an animal control welfare, cruelty, hoarding, dangerous dog case instructor and case manager. During his tenure, Mr. Hurst has amassed a wealth of knowledge which has afforded him the opportunity to serve as a subject matter expert at conferences and workshops throughout the country. Kevin is committed, compassionate, and devoted to his team and to his work. Kevin Hurst. Shawley Hill, Central Records Clerk Senior. Over the past 16 years with the county, Ms. Hill has maintained a positive attitude and true team spirit, recognizing the importance of doing what is needed to ensure all business is taken care of. She regularly steps in and volunteers to take on additional duties despite her heavy workload. Her strong work ethic, caring attitude, and superior character are exceptional qualities that make her a model employee. Shawley Hill. Melanie Knight, Police Lieutenant. As a 27-year veteran of the force, Lieutenant Knight continually demonstrates superior customer service, professionalism, responsiveness, and integrity in her daily responsibilities. Her efforts create a positive impact on the community and reflect favorably on the police department and on DeKalb County. Melanie Knight. There, page 15 fell off, and I see it now. Here we go. Keith Lee, Master Police Officer Detective. Detective Lee has been a public servant with DeKalb County for more than 12 years. Since that time, he's demonstrated that he is the epitome of a public servant. In addition to his responsibilities of administering polygraph tests, pre-employment physical agility tests, and participating in recruitment activities, he devotes a considerable amount of time to organizing the yearly Gifts for the Elderly program for the Grace Healthcare of Tucker. He has an outstanding work ethic, and his efforts reflect highly on the unit and the department as a whole. Keith Lee. Kevin McCarthy, Master Police Officer Detective. Detective McCarthy has faithfully served the residents of DeKalb County for over 26 years. He's a team player and a valued member of the East Investigative Unit. He not only manages his caseload, he assists with training new detectives and works in the officer-in-charge capacity in the absence of the supervisor. Detective McCarthy is always willing to assist his supervisors, fellow detectives, and citizens without hesitation. He's a dependable and exemplary employee who consistently makes valuable contributions to the department. Kevin McCarthy. The next two are not here, but we would go ahead and like to recognize Michael Pinson and James Smith. So let's give them a round of applause. Next, William A. Turner, Jr., Master Police Officer Detective. Detective Turner has served the county for more than 4 years. He's responsible for fingerprinting nearly 5,000 applicants for firearm permits each year. Detective Turner delivers excellent customer service to an array of applicants and puts them at ease in a naturally stressful situation. He walks the applicants through the process and helps them to understand what they should do every step of the way. It's evident how much he cares through his patient interactions with each customer. William A. Turner, Jr. Janice White, Senior Investigative Aide. Ms. White has been a dedicated public servant for 7 years and unequivocally personifies the best attributes of a senior investigative aide. She always has a positive attitude and steps in to assist when needed, as evidenced by her embracing the need to work the evening shift for 3 months at a time and working extra hours at the customer service desk. Her warm and willing spirit are only just a few of the reasons that make her a model employee, and that's Janice White. Tanya Young, administrative assistant. Ms. Young is an exemplary employee who consistently exceeds customer service expectations. Her pleasant attitude and willingness to help others are significant assets that have attributed to her success. She's very knowledgeable of her job and is often requested to assist others with administrative duties, putting her heart into every task that she is assigned. She is truly an asset to the department. Tanya Young. And how about a big round of applause for all 62 employees who we recognize today for their exemplary service. And with that, we are going to turn the program over to interim CEO Lee May, who's going to have some closing remarks. But we're not closing just yet, okay? Because we still have a little bit of business to take care of after Mr. May speaks. So don't rush off anywhere. We have a lot of prize drawings. But put your hands together for interim CEO Lee May.
Thank you. So here's the thing. I really don't have much to say, but to acknowledge the phenomenal work that you all have given to this great county, whether you received an award today or guess what, even if you supervise or manage an employee that has been so deserving of these awards here today, I want to thank all of you all for loving your job, you know, for loving this county, for coming to work with a passion to do what's right, to do what's honest, to do what's in the best interest of all the people of our county. And I can't say that enough. I mean, you saw the video, you know, that occurred, but you've also heard story after story after story of people that have gone the extra mile. And really, I just want to say thank you. I believe that every one of our citizens in our county, if they could say thank you in one great chorus, they would. But I want to say thank you on behalf of all the residents of our county. Commissioner Larry Johnson stood up here and thanked everyone. He thanks you. But, you know, here's the thing. You do your work every day. And unfortunately, if we don't acknowledge the work that you do, it may not get recognized that often. Because, you know, and I know this more than anybody, especially now, the good work that is done does not get the front page news. If it's borderline messed up or even if we're at fault, you know, that's front page day after day after day. Y'all understand what I'm saying? But you, each and every one of you, decide to come here every day and do what's right. And I really, really thank you for that, because you make DeKalb County look good. And you make DeKalb County work. You make us click. You make us, you know, handle the day-to-day operations of our county, because the reality is you all are doing some phenomenal things in every one of your lanes. And many times it's hard for us to see how our individual act really fits into this grand puzzle of our county. But every single one of you all and the teams that you work with and work alongside has everything to do with how our county operates, the quality of life of our county. And I just applaud you all. I mean, I can't say it enough. I thank you all because, you know, you are holding DeKalb County high. And you are amazing for it. You're not compensated for it, but you're amazing for it. And again, I just can't stress it enough. And so for all of the people that hold these titles, COO and DCOO and the directors and deputy directors and managers and all of that, we all say thank you, because you make us look good. And I'm clear on this. When people say, Lee, you're doing a good job, when they say that to me, I don't take it as, Lee, you're doing a good job. I take it as, you're doing a good job. And I get to stand in front of the microphone many times and take credit on behalf of DeKalb County and all its employees. So thank you so much for the work that you've done. We had some personalities in here. I don't know if they're still here, but we had Simon, Baby, and Chuck Rock. Y'all remember Chuck? What did Chuck Rock sing back in the day? I can't remember. I know I'm not that old. Somebody remind me. But we want to thank Magic 107.5, 97.5 for the work that for coming alongside with us as well. Our judge Desiree Piegler is here. I don't think she got acknowledged with everyone before, but I thank you for the work that you're doing with our youth and all of that. And Sherry and Larry, thank you for coming alongside. I know Deborah's, her team is here, Deborah DuBarry, her team. But whether you're elected, appointed, or just hired, I want to thank everyone for the work that you're doing. And I'm done here. I think we got some prizes up here that we're coming forward. Thank you, Buck, for emceeing this. You know, he did all that, 62 people without drinking one sip of water. That lets you know he does this. Oh, okay. This is what he does, right? So thank you, man. I appreciate it. And Bonita Ransom, thank you for you and your team for pulling this together. Let's give it up for Bonita for pulling all this together. Your team, the HR team, thank you so much. And Pastor, thank you as always for coming and blessing us today. God bless you all.